I'm Vaughn Harrison, and I'm here in sunny, beautiful Puerto Vallarta. And today I'm going to show you in this video how to set up some markings and make some measurements on your boom for your outhaul settings, so you can have a point of reference for upwind and downwind sailing. Okay, here's why you should mark your outhaul. It's probably one of the least common things to mark because it's very easy to be inconsistent, but one of the things that's pretty important is depth in the foot in the sail in varying conditions, and upwind and downwind. And being consistent with that really makes a difference. When you use one sail and then you go to another sail, sometimes the marks aren't in the exact perfect spot, but you can adapt with having a system and marks in place that kind of makes it work. So here's the marks that we use, and basically what you've done is you take the measuring tape and from the very end of the boom, and you mark out on your boom with either a marker or these fancy stickers at 5 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches, and 9 inches. And then your control setting is actually how far away the very edge of the sail is from the end of the boom. So that would be an outhaul setting of 9 inches, and this would be an outhaul setting of 8, 7, and so forth. Now that you've got the outhaul marked up, it's kind of difficult to play the numbers from the back of the boom because you can't really see it, and it's only set up so that you could see it on starboard tack. So if you can put the numbers elsewhere, sometimes you can throw it on the boom and have the same numbers again with another marking system so that that's lined up, or you can mark it coming out of the cleat. So very simply, 9 is the loosest setting you would use. You tie your knot at 9. So when that's at 9, the foot of the sail should be 9 inches away from the back of the boom. And then your next mark could be 8. So you've got quite a bit of room between 8 and 9 to play with, and then your next mark would be at 7. So as a basic frame of reference, I'll give you an idea of what these outhaul settings look like and where you might try to use them. So downwind, you typically would sail between 7.5 to 9, so depending on the condition. So this is at 9 right here. It's about 2 hand widths. And that's 8 there, and 7.5. So that's probably the tightest you'd want it downwind. And this is the loosest you'd want it downwind, is all the way at a 9. Upwind, you usually range between 6 and 7 in most conditions that aren't overpowering. So that's 7 right there, and this would be 6. That would be 6 there. So although it's 1 inch of distance to the boom, you can see that it pretty drastically changes the foot of the sail. Just 1 inch difference, and yeah, you can sail through most conditions with that range. So it's a good way of having a reference point of something to work with. So here we are with the standard new sail, and we've noticed that the numbers seem to be very similar. The max off at 9, still using that, it would be your most you'd take off for downwind, and your range downwind being very similar with the radial. You're between 7.5 to 9 inches, and then our upwind range kind of starts around 7. So this is when you probably start to see your outhaul being its deepest, is around 7. So thanks for watching. Remember, sails vary, so take some time to go out and test the numbers and play around with this a little bit.